Hello guys, this is Daniel, Show of Force. Today we're gonna have a very important video. I'm gonna talk about this GG Rake increases, that's this whole scandal going on, the players being on strike, the high stakes pros being on strike, what this means for you, what this means for online poker in general. And I think it's very important here to have a serious discussion, and I want to give my view as someone who is playing mid to high stakes on GG as well as other sites, but a lot of my volume is on there. So let's talk about this situation, what this means for us, what's the future looking like right now, and the huge issues that are going on. Okay, so in case you are not aware of what's going on, I'm gonna quickly bring you up to date because I had some questions from people and there's not a lot of clarity on this. So on the 1st of April, so very good timing, GGpoker doubled the rake cap for 5k and higher in their games, in their high stakes games basically. They did this without any prior warning, announcement, communication, emails, nothing. They just updated the rake and updated it on their site. Now in reaction to this, the high stakes pros went on strike, basically not refusing to play until they bring the rake back down. Why? It basically makes it almost impossible to beat the games at this point for the pros. You need such big losing rates for a pro to make money that those gains are almost never coming. It's very few, far between. A lot of competition for them, obviously. There is no incentive to be reg gaming anymore because everybody's losing. The rake is basically so high that it's very hard to be winning and actually be a poker professional, make a living from this. So this is why they decided to take a stand. I think that's very good. I think that's, again, very important what's going on there. They just want to negotiate, talk to GG. But at this point now, we're 5th of April. They haven't reached out yet. We have no response. So yeah, let's just unpack this and what's the whole situation now in the online poker. Something very important to note is GGpoker has the monopoly on especially the higher stakes games. They have by far the most games running at this point. They took over everyone, and in more or less fair ways, but the idea now is they have all the recreationals. So to everyone that is saying oh yeah, just go play somewhere else, there is no somewhere else, because you go to stars, there is no high stakes running. Why? Because there is no recreational. So what GG has now, they have the monopoly on the games. There is no point in going in other directions because the other sites are not doing a very good job of attracting the recreationals in poker. So that's one of the first big problems that we have going on, that GGpoker has a monopoly and they can basically squeeze out a lot of that. Basically you can just see with these new rake increases, the rake will be 14 times higher than the other sites like ACR Poker Stars. But they don't really give a fuck because they can just squeeze it out. They have the monopoly. Where are you gonna play? Where are you gonna go and play? So this creates a situation where this further strengthens the message that GG doesn't care at all about winning poker players, about people being able to make a living and just win at online poker in general, because of their history as well, of their very unfair rake back system, where if you're a winning pro you can get, even though on paper you can get 60%, if you're a winning pro you can get that as low as 15%. Other than that, there have been many cases in the past where they are unjustifiably or with not enough evidence banning winning players. So I think it's they have sent out, and also this rake increases, not talking about them. I think it's pretty fair to say they don't really care about the poker professionals. So we are in this environment where they have the monopoly on the games. They don't care about winning pros. Actually, they just want to make as much money as they can themselves. And then it begs the question, why are they not gonna push it as far as they can, right? Like, why are they not just gonna take more and more? Because they have no competition. There is no like option, like real option for like mid stakes plus to go like, oh yeah, just gonna take my action somewhere else. Like paying 14 times the rake is not really like a cool thing to do. I think that's the sad situation here, and very important to like bring awareness to it, that GG is pushing out the winning players. It's pushing out like online poker as a way to make a living, not RTA, not like the game's dying. There's still like quite a few recreationals playing that you can still find fish to play, but it's kind of like GG pushing us out and not caring about our interests. And I think that's a huge problem. The situation right now is like a huge problem, and again, this boycotting is like definitely what should be done, and we should be very careful. I think there's like way more to this than like, oh, like, yeah, fuck the high stakes pros, I don't care. I think this has a big implication. This whole situation has big implications for everyone, for all the online poker pros. Okay, so maybe so far you agree. This is just like a huge threat to like just like online poker in general, as a, especially if you want to do this for a living. If you aspire to play high stakes, which can die now very easily. I think it's one thing left to do now. I think it's time to rally the troops. It's time to get together, bring the troops on, and use our leverage, unite, and go after our own interests, because it's very, very clear the poker platforms are not gonna do it for us. And what's the alternative? The alternative is, again, we're like slowly gonna get like pushed out, and less and less people will be able to make money playing online poker. GG will increase their monopoly more and more. That's the annoying thing with monopolies. It's very hard to like catch up on them and actually compete. So we have to unite as an online poker pro community, really support the boycotting, really support the like high stakes pros boycotting. I know lower stakes it's way harder to organize this because there's like so many players. High stakes is like where you can do it at this point, because there's not that many people and it's more like a tight, closed community. We have to like stop this trend of like fucking over winning players. I mean, this has been going on for quite some time. If you zoom out, you can see like, wait, yeah, they have been doing this for quite like longer. But now I think with this like overnight increase, we kind of like we should have some alarm bells. Otherwise, it will just be too late. Also, it's important to recognize our leverage as poker pros. They do need us. Like GG does need us. Like poker platforms do need us, because we create the games. We are like starting the games. We're like regaming. We're just like waiting for, like, we're giving action to the recreationals. We are generating a fuck ton of rake. We are making them a ton of money. So we do have some leverage here. We should like really maximize that leverage as well. So I think it's important to raise awareness about this. First of all, like get public support, talk to everyone, like reach out to influencers in the space, share this video with other pros, talk about this. Like, I think we should just start looking out for our like common benefit as a poker pro community, and stop chasing our like short-term interests, because that will just get us decimated and destroyed. So it's like in the interest of everyone. We should support alternative platforms. Come on, poker stars. I mean, come on, let's go. Let's do something about this. Get Doug Polk as your supreme leader or like something. And this brings me to like a very important point as well. The role of sponsored pros. GGpoker like has these like all these sponsored pros. They're like marketing themselves through like all these pros. This is not fair at all. Like, they're just like using the pros. So I think we should put some pressure on the pros if they really care about like the actually being a pro, and if they want to represent the interests of the pros, of talking to GG, putting some pressure on them, maybe ending their contract, maybe ending their collaboration, maybe moving over to like other platforms that represent the interests of the players in a more fair way. I would say that's it from my standpoint. I think it's very important to like recognize the threat that is going on here. If high stakes dies, what is there even to look up to as a pro? Like why should you even like commit to like studying a ton? And I think this is very important to like your motivation probably goes down, and there's way less money to make for everyone. Okay, so these are the main ideas. I think it's very important what will happen now, because this will set a big precedent. If they give in or not, if they are willing to negotiate or not. If they do, it shows us, hey, we do have leverage, we can fight for our interests in the future as well. If they don't give a fuck, it's pretty bad, because why not? Why will they not continue to squeeze out everyone, squeeze the max value for themselves, and basically take advantage of us being so divided? We have to act. Let's spread the word out, spread this like video, spread the high stakes pro situation, reach out to influencers, put some pressure on the pros. Let's unite for like a common goal of like keeping the dream alive. So Daniel, show first. Peace.
Yeah, it's the pokers. I play it every day. Got the sturdiest chip stacks from turnies to 6 max. Hate us for nothing. Straight flush or bluffing. Please believe I'll be caking and crushing. Yeah, it's the pokers. I play it every day. Got the sturdiest chip stacks from turnies to 6 max. Hate us